What's going on, YouTube family? Yeah. This is my office. I'm transitioning this entire studio, but first, I'm still in my pajamas and need to transition my damn self. So much better. The reason that I'm cleaning out my entire studio is actually multitudes of reasons. We're having a baby, I've got to clean this place up. We're actually having a friend visit for about a week and a half. She's gonna be staying in my office in the house. I also have been transitioning my silk screening. I'm no longer gonna be silk screening here in my studio, so that's the transition phase as well. A bunch of changes going on, but I pretty much have to turn this space and this space into the same space. So I've got to move my computer, a bunch of stuff all up in here so that it will all reconvene in the same spot, which will be right here. So what I want to do is talk a little bit about cleansinesses of spaces.
You want to take responsibility for your life. I got me here, I can get me out of this.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Down, get comfortable. It's a little wonky here. Whatever. I want to talk a little bit about how sometimes the cleanliness of your space can really create the aura of your space. So if you look at this space right now, it's a hot mess. I mean, there's stuff all over the place. Things have to be cleaned. Things are really disorganized. And what that can do is really make you feel disorganized and a little bit like you're out of whack, you don't know what you're doing, and I feel like that a lot of times. You know, you might have already heard that they say if you want to sleep really well in your bedroom, you should have a clean bedroom where there's not too much stuff in your bedroom, it's not too chaotic, there's nothing really, you know, there's not like a bunch of clothes all over the floor or anything like that. And you might think, why would having a clean floor have anything to do with me sleeping well? Well, it's the concept that when your brain walks into a dirty room and registers that everything is kind of chaotic, it starts to feel chaotic. It's looking at one thing, looking at another, thinking where should this go, where should that go, where should this go, and it's really hard to settle down. And so the same concept is happening in my office right now. I'm trying to clean it all up so that when I come into this studio, I have a really clear vision of what I'm doing that day. I feel organized. I know where things are, the floor is clean, you know, there's not a bunch of boxes laying all over the place. You may have also noticed that if you have a really messy house, right, you start to feel like really chaotic. Like if you have all the dishes piled up and your living room's full of your random stuff and shoes are all over the floor and jackets all over the backs of chairs, you might walk into your house and be like, oh my gosh, like I feel like my life is just in shambles right now. And it's not in shambles, it's just a bit messy. What I always find is that if I'm having a rough couple of days and I look around my house and it's really messy, I realize, you know what, I should probably clean this place. And that always, almost guarantees me to feel a lot better about just being able to take a breath, sit on my couch, look around, and not have there be a big mess around me. It just helps me feel like as I'm cleaning, I'm kind of like clearing out my mind as well. And so I really am kind of advising you that if you're looking around and your place looks a little bit like mine, then you might want to just take a day and clean. I work from home, and so sometimes I think like really all I did today was clean. That's all I did today. But at the same time, like in order for you to have a really productive day, or rather if you need to work in a space, the best, most efficient way you're going to work in a space is in a clean space. The worst thing is when you're in a messy space and you don't know where things are. And yes, I've heard the excuse of, I cleaned my house and now I have no idea where anything is. I get that. But if you really don't know where something is because you cleaned your house, then you maybe need to focus more on your organization than rather than arguing to keep a messy house. You know what I mean? Maybe you put something in the same spot all the time instead of always knowing that it's on the left side of the couch underneath the blanket. I can see it peeking out whenever I pass it. So I'm gonna get to cleaning. I'm gonna start really diving into this place, making it really fresh and nice. And I'm gonna show you some of the things that I'm gonna be highlighting in this studio when I'm done cleaning. Alright, so I'm still up in here trying to clean, and I just had another quick little metaphor for life here. So you know, when you have to clean and organize, sometimes you have to take a mess and make it even messier, and then you're able to organize it and make it really like flow and be clean. And I feel like that's life, right? Like sometimes you have a messy life and you feel like you're in a rut, and then sometimes it's like it gets a little bit messier before it gets better. And so I was just thinking about that as like a quick little note of knowledge, that sometimes when you're cleaning up your life, you're reorganizing your life, you're setting yourself goals, you're setting new intentions into your life, you're trying to accomplish something new, you're trying to change for the better, sometimes it can look a little bit worse before it actually looks better. But then when you're done, hopefully like at the end of this video, I'll have a nice clean space. Alright, so I think I have finally finished. Luckily it stayed beautiful out. This is kind of my messy section. But once you get through the messy section, which all has its needs, this is baby shower stuff that's too big for the house. This is all going to St. Vincent de Paul's, pretty much Goodwill, you know, stuff like that. That's garbage. And then all this stuff is going to be put away, so that's exciting. Not ready to actually move it from this spot just yet, and move my desk over here. And then I've just got some straight up space up in here. I think I'm gonna get a nice pillow here and hopefully be able to move this back a little bit when this stuff is removed. And I'll push this back, and then I'll have a little bit more space here. I'm gonna use this shelf as kind of like an altar space, and come and sit here in the mornings in the summertime and do my meditation out here. I think that'll be really cool. Can hear the wind and the birds and everything like that. So that'll be cool, and it'll be warm enough to do that. And then I have no idea what's going on with this space here. I have my ring light, just this cool shelf that a friend gave me, and my board. So just kind of gonna use that space there. And then last but not least, we have the space up in here. I still have all the shirts and everything here. There's all the stuff that's on clearance right now, 0.5cc.com, go check it out. And so I'll keep putting this stuff out, and then I have some more machines, another little bit of shelving, and then this is all like legit storage stuff underneath here. So, but even that's pretty cleaned out. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not necessarily in a huge rush. I'm just trying to, you know, do a little bit as I can. So again, like, I feel better about life. You know, having a clean space just always makes me feel a lot better about what I'm doing. And so that's pretty much the end of the video. Just sharing a little bit about what I'm doing on my down day, because I'm feeling kind of sick, but I don't want to not do anything. So I feel like it was successful. I feel like for me, having a clean space around is always makes me feel a little bit more like I cleaned my mind out, you know what I mean? Deep clean my house, deep clean my mind, and where I'm at. Now I feel like I have all this free space to really do something and get creative and do something with it. So excited about that. Otherwise, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you actually want to watch the videos and get notifications about them, turn the notifications on. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.